Namaskar. Welcome to JayceeTalks, a program of JCI India. I'm Jaycee, Dr. Shivaprasad from Tricaser Technologies, Bangalore. We provide finance, systems and software solutions to national and international clients. I'm also a mentor of change in Atal Innovation Mission. I also help the startups as a mentor on technical and financial aspects. Today, I'll be talking on the topic Start a Startup. Getting job is easier, no risk with fixed income. Then why go for a business or startup with so much of risk? Let's understand this with a real life story. There was a company in an industrial area. Outside this company, there was a canteen run by an old man. The manager of the company regularly visits this canteen for breakfast and evening tea. One day, he asked the canteen owner Ramu, Bhaiya, you started canteen in the same year when I joined this company. I joined as an accountant and moved up in the ladder. Now I am the manager with 5-digit salary. But you are struggling from day one till today. The same customers, same struggle in the same business. Your entire life got wasted in this. Why don't you join some job to get regular income? The canteen owner smiled and was busy in his work. Later, once he became free, he came to the manager and told, Sarji, you are talking about my business and my struggle, but I enjoy this life. When you started working, you began with a small salary and you reached 5 digits after a long time. Tomorrow, when your children join this job, they should start again with the small salary. But in my case, I have set up a good business to my children. They will start where I left the business. They need not struggle again to start with. About earnings, I earn more money than what you get now as the salary. Friends, this is the benefit of business or startup. There is struggle, but once you set up and running, it will give you a regular income. So what is startup? A startup is nothing but business. They relate to each other very closely, but there is some minute technical difference. A startup is a young company that is just beginning to develop. Startups are usually a small and initially financed and operated by a handful of founders. These startups offer a product or service that is not currently being offered elsewhere in the market, or that the founders believe it is being offered in an inferior manner. The notification issued by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trades on February 2019 provided full definition of a startup. Accordingly, a startup is an entity that is into existence for up to 10 years from the date of incorporation or registration. The startup provides such an entity is incorporated in India as a private limited company as per the Companies Act 2013 or partnership firm as per the section 59 of the Partnership Act 1932 or limited liability partnership as per Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. It has a turnover that is not more than 200 crores during any of its financial years since its inception, and the startup is working towards innovation, development or improvement of products or services or processes. If you want to start a startup, you should go through all these processes. Let's understand them. You need to look around and understand the requirement of new product or problems faced by users or an existing product. Once you know the problem, try to find out all possible solutions. It should be different from the existing solutions, and it should be cost effective or of higher quality or save the time required. Having found the solution, now make the prototype of your idea. You create the product in such a way that you can explain it to your friends or selected audience. Once your prototype is ready, start testing it in small scale. Do few rounds of pilot run to confirm the working of the product as expected. Having a product, now you should create a legal entity either as registered company or partnership firm or limited liability partnership. Contact the reliable people to register your entity. Now you need a supporting hand in expanding your operations and business. So start searching for a co-founder in the area of expertise like sales, finance, technology, etc., where you find you are weak. Create the minimum viable product, that is MVP of your prototype, and start looking for the investors. There are individuals, venture capitalists and syndicates who fund your entity if they find your solution is future ready. Once you are confident with volume and price level, need to go to the market, launch your product in a big way. Target the customers who are easily approachable and best fit for your initial product. Initially, you may require to resolve the regular issues till the time product gets settled in the market. Now, keep the target of 5% growth in number of units sold or number of customers, improvement for every week. Till now, we have understood the process for starting a startup. These startups are getting good support from the government, provided you are registered under the Startup India. Let's understand the registration process. As we discussed earlier, you should register your startup as a company or partnership or LLP. Once you receive the registration number, go to the Startup India website and start with the registration process. The process is completely online and easy to complete. After the registration, upload the required documents listed on the website like certification of incorporation, authorization letter on company letterhead, proof of funding, etc. The site requires self-certified documents to be uploaded. Once your registration is complete, you will get a Startup India registration number. This registration will help you get various benefits from the government and other companies. The registration in Startup India will give you various benefits like business opportunity on government and other areas. The corporate world will value your product with Startup India registration. You will also get the benefit of self-certification. You need not run door to door for getting the document certified for submission to any government departments. Even the labor and environmental departments accept the document self-certified by you. The intellectual property rights of your ideas can be protected using this patent filing. The government provides rebate in registering your IP of your entity. The registered entity can avail the facility of registering your trademarks with much lesser cost. Finally, the registered entities can avail the benefits of tax and exemptions. The profits earned by the recognized startups having granted interministerial board certificate are exempted from income tax for 3 consecutive years. Now it is the time to understand the Startup India success story. India has the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. The consistent year-on-year growth of 15% registered startups recorded in 2018. The growth of incubators and accelerators have grown to 11%. We had about 50,000 total startups in 2018 in 1 year. Among these, around 8,900 to 9,300 startups are technology-led startups. 1,300 new technology-led startups are born in the year 2019. You may wonder to know that there are 2 to 3 startups born every day. Women entrepreneurs stood at 14% of these startup founders. Every year, 40,000 new jobs are created by these startups. I'm excited to say that Bangalore has been listed within the world's 20 leading startup cities in the 2019 Startup Genome Project ranking. Now let's review the top 10 startups in the end of year 2021. Flipkart, an e-commerce startup started in 2012, is ranking in the top of the list with $24.9 billion valuation. Next comes Byju's Classes, an edtech startup started in 2018, is in second place with $16.5 billion valuation. Paytm, the payment startup started in 2015, is valuated at $16 billion. Oyo Rooms, a budget hotel startup started in 2018, is valuated at $8.4 billion. Ola Cabs, a ride-hailing sector startup started in 2015, is valuated at $6.7 billion. Zomato, food tech startup, started in 2015, is valuated at $5.4 billion. Dream11, a gaming startup started in 2019, is valuated at $4.6 billion. Swiggy, a food tech startup started in 2018, is valuated at $4.6 billion. BrowserStack, a SaaS programming tools testing startup, started in 2021, is valuated at $4.0 billion. Lastly, Freshworks, a SaaS CRM startup, started in 2018, is valuated at $3.5 billion. This is not the final list. It keeps changing and many new startups enter this billionaire group. Even you can start a startup with a great concept. Look around and find some missing gap. Bridge the gap and lead the startup world. Before I end my discourse, let me acknowledge that my speaking and training skills have been inculcated in me by JCI India. These skills have changed me inside out. JCI India has taken me to the pinnacle of success and happiness. Thank you, JCI India.